Yeah.
9 out of 10 would fuck again. That's the deal. Is Skyrim is that like kind of shallow girl with a heart of gold who gave you a great time and you'd go back any day.
Okay.
We are live, by the way.
Good. You think I'm afraid to be ridiculous on stream? Have you met me?
Yes. By the way, Discord tried to sell me on Nitro by using guess which one of you.
Me?
Yes.
Of course
Yeah.
you did. I'm the one with Nitro.
No, I
literally.
actually have it too right now because it was gifted to me, and then my card accidentally bought another month. I was like, oh fuck, I forgot to cancel that. Forgot that even if it's a gift, it's like, oh, but you still have to put your card. Thank you, big corporation.
All right.
Anyway, Skyrim is great. Oblivion is kind of jank. Skyrim, for all that it is. Well, you're actually a little young for Oblivion, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember when it's from, but I definitely remember seeing Skyrim everywhere when I was a kid, so it's probably I'm a young thing.
This is actually important, so we're gonna read this for a minute.
By the way, Dia, is it okay to start or keep it paused still?
Yeah, of course. Let's start.
Let's get moving. All right. So, year 1, the Kingdom of Gran is born on the Union River's Rust Banks. 230, Gran transitions into a republic. 310, the territory expands, a golden age of prosperity. The year 440. You can press play. Advent of the Dark God, its vessel, Gaal, founds the Leptirian Order. 447, rise of the Dark God's dead lords, the Grand Republic falls. And then the next of this really happens over the next few centuries here.
Yeah.
Then
I'm seeing
632.
massacres.
632 is the Miracle of Darna. Then 649 is the Kingdom of Granval. In other words, there was about 20 years of civil war, and then the countries only existed for 100 years. At the heart of the continent of Yggdrasil lies Granval, a kingdom founded by Saint Haim of the 12 Crusaders. Supporting the royal family, the heirs of Haim are 6 noble houses, each also descended from a crusader of old. The 6 states, while still subservient to the royal family, each occupy vast swaths of Granval's land and maintain mighty militaries of their own. Remember, this kingdom is 100 years old only, and they've been under darkness for 300 years prior.
A very young monarchy.
Or 250 or so. Owing to King Osmer's advanced age, the governance of Granval falls to his son, the highly respected Prince Kurth. If you've played the Tellius games, you'll know the character of Kurth Naga. Kurth Naga's name comes from this guy and Naga, one of the... I don't need to introduce fucking Naga. Kurth has 2 trusted advisors in his rule. Lord Byron of House Chalfie and Lord Ring of House Chalfie. I know, I love it. Granval's Chancellor, Lord Reptor Frege, has long objected to the threat to his influence posed by Kurth and his advisors, and has allied himself with the avaricious Lord Langbald of House Dozel to form a faction opposed to Kurth's rule over Granval. The young Duke of House Veltimer, Lord Arvis, leads the Royal Guard in the King's care, and so has little time for the circus of politics. Only Father Claude of House Edda could foresee the oncoming storm. Into the midst of this tense situation comes dire news from Yggdrasil's east. Darna, a town in the Eye Desert with deep ties to Granval. Remember, the event that starts the Civil War being winnable is the Miracle of Darna, where the 12 divine dragons choose crusaders to fight back against Lopter. That happens defending the fortress of Darna, which is kind of their last stand where they emerge and start to win the war. So it's religious significance.
Oh, Darna
now
is a
besieged by
place.
savage warrior. Say it again?
Darna is a place, then.
Yes.
Of course.
Don't-
Yeah.
You'll visit it later. You actually go to every single city on the map.
Epic.
That's crazy.
Yes. Because the map of every chapter is based on the world map.
I
It
knew
is
that
in-
like every map was gigantic and it took 13 years to finish any of them, but I
If you-
guess
if you
going
piece
to
them all
every
together-
point, it makes sense.
If you piece them all together, you actually get the world map.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Yeah,
going
that's
in
crazy.
geographic order.
It's insane and I love it. I'm now besieged by savage warriors from Isaac. Reports of a brutal massacre abound. The news is met by the people of Granville with furious cries for retribution. And before long, the kingdom declares war on Isaac. Prince Kurth leads Granville's charge on his father's behalf, commanding the military might of the kingdom's 6 houses. At Kurth's side, as always, is none other than Lord Byron, highly decorated hero of peerless valor in his own right. Granville has poured its entire military might into the Isaac campaign, and precious few soldiers remain behind, with its neighbors.
They put so much exposition in the start.
This was a game in the 90s that was acceptable.
Yeah.
Augustus is to the west. And Verdane to the south, bound in alliance with Granville.
Ooh, I see Genoa in the southeast. Do they have salami there?
It's
Yeah, they
not
do.
pronounced Verdun, but it was kind of French.
I don't think this one's... I'm pretty sure this one is Verdane, that you
It's
should
Verdane.
use like literalistic pronunciations.
Okay, we'll go
None
with
dare
that.
to dream they could ever be threatened. It is not long at all, however, before the people's confidence is shattered. As if from nowhere, a vast horde from Verdane, led by Prince Gandalf, crosses the Granville border and lays siege to Ljungby Castle. In Lord Ring's absence, his daughter, Lady Ideen, is Ljungby's only guardian. Lord Byron has entrusted the defense of Granville in his absence to his son, Sigurd, who remains at Chalfie Castle with a mere handful of soldiers.
God, that hairstyle.
Wait, so that's Sigurd's dad?
No,
Byron
that's
is
Sigurd
Sigurd.
right there.
That is Sigurd.
Oh, I know, I'm stupid. Never mind.
Mm.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say they look exactly the fucking same.
That's when you realize Sigurd's actually a clone.
Yeah.
A friend of Ideen since childhood, Sigurd is horrified to hear of the Ljungby siege, and even with so few soldiers, is determined to protect Ideen and his fatherland from the savage Verdunite hordes. The year is 757 Grand Calendar, and thus the threshold of fate is cast open. Nobody could have known then that this simple disturbance was but the first of countless calamities to come. All right, we're out of the intro.
Nice.
That was longer
Birth of
than
a Holy Knight
I
or Crusader.
expected.
Prologue, Birth of a Crusader. This is from 1996. Long expositions were a thing, like long manuals.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
Speaking
Yeah.
of which, bring back manuals. I like the art
Manuals
that's
were.
in them.
But
Yeah,
okay, so the long
manuals are
manuals were
really
dope
cool.
as fuck.
Yep.
Like, I want my manual to also be the Wikipedia page, inexplicably.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
All right.
That's you,
thing,
Egg, by the way. You're the green
It
guy.
is? The green guy?
I mean, he is kind of egg coded. I agree with Dia.
Okay, sure. Milady, the castle's completely surrounded. We failed you. We couldn't do a thing to save you from them.
It's alright, my dear. Every one of you did the best you could do. Please, you needn't worry about me. You must ensure that as many of you survive this as possible. We will need to increase the text speed.
Press A, it'll
Yeah.
probably autocomplete.
No, milady. We might not stand a chance, but every last one of us will give our lives to protect you, right to the very end.
They'll kill every last one of us!
Thank you,
oh, no,
me
they're gonna
dear.
get reverse Dimitri.
I'm so sorry.
He's in inverse Dimitri.
God.
He gives other people Battalion Vantage and Battalion Wrath.
So he's in that.
Alright, so, Nuz, do you want Alec or do you want Nosh?
Nosh.
It's
Alright,
not pronounced Noish.
I super don't care, they're both fine. I don't care about him is the thing. I don't
Also-
use him.
Without context, this first line from Sigurd just sounds so like, what the fuck? Gandalf's army is all as a junkies
I know,
around.
you get over it. Alright,
Yeah.
Gandalf's army already has junkies surrounded it. Ideen is in grave danger. Noish, I'm going to help her.
Oh,
I'm leaving
Lord.
Shelfie in your hands.
Surely you don't intend to go alone.
Nearly all of our forces are already on the march to Isaac with Father. There's hardly anybody left to call upon. They may be simple savages, but Verdane's army is still huge. I can't risk your lives by forcing you to face them.
Perish the thought, my lord. I was born a knight, and I will gladly risk dying a knight's death in your name. To allow our lord to die alone in battle would be an unspeakable disgrace. We shall be by your side, every step of the way. Alec, I trust you're of the same mind?
Yeah, of course. But there's more than just Youngby at stake. We've got to stop it by the nearby villages first. Those thugs will try to beat us to them, and they'll loot, massacre, and burn them all down if they do. We've got to get there first, and lend the locals a hand in locking the villages down and fortifying their defenses. Absolutely. We mustn't neglect our knightly duties to the people, especially not at a time like this. Point, Alec. I think it speeds up while you're holding down A.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
But if you press it down too much, it'll advance the dialogue.
Actually, that was Oifei's idea. My kid's every bit the tactician they say he is. Give him a few years and he'll be a match for his old grandpa. Lord, how are you going to want to pronounce it? First call gets it.
Caesar?
Cheshire it is.
Caesar?
Shire?
I said first call gets it. Oifei's still around the castle, huh? Oifei, I know you're here. You can come out now.
Okay, should we give child Oifei to Dia?
So I'm not going to do that because Oifei is a unit in Gen 2, and we
Yeah.
want to use the same voice for him both times.
Oh.
So,
Yes, so which of you is doing the voice?
we have to
I'll
give
do it.
Arden to Nuzzy. 100% have to give
okay.
Arden to Nuzzy, so I'm actually going to take Oifei. Actually, no, I'm gonna give him to you. Yeah,
Okay.
you can have him. You can have him. I'm thinking about the Gen 2 balance. It's fine.
for still being here, sire. Still, if you would allow it, I'd like to join you in battle.
I'm demoting you. He's Egg's now. No take backsies. Egg, he's yours from now on. This is a democracy, but I have 4 votes.
Mm-hmm.
Should I still keep voicing even against Ben's approval?
No, I'll kick you from the call.
Do it.
Alright, alright.
You can't just sit back while you risk your lives.
I don't know. You're still so young. Are you sure you're ready for this?
I'm already 14, sire. I may not be ready for battle just yet, but there's still so much I can do to support you.
Okay, really quick. Does anyone remember those old Skittles commercials from the early 2000s?
No.
The one with specifically the lad that says, "I'm a little lad that likes berries and cream."
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's from. Oh no, from that. Never mind.
That's from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
That's the voice I'm imagining for Oifei right now.
Please allow me to accompany you, sir. It's how
I'm a little lad that likes berries and cream.
a lad that likes berries and cream.
I have no idea what we're
Oifei
talking
will-
about.
Boyfei will help you commit war crimes for berries and cream Skittles.
Cream, berries and cream.
Fair enough, Boyfei. After all, you already spent 2 years training as my squire. Real battlefield experience would be fantastic for your training, but you're still definitely not up to actual combat duty for now. How about you ride with me as my advisor instead?
Yes! Thank you, sire. Thank you.
Lord, what of the defense of Chalfie itself in our absence? Leaving the castle unattended is risky. Should the enemy slip past us, an unguarded castle will fall easily and spell us a swift end.
We have a fat guy. Nice.
not
I'd say there's
fat.
only one man who we can depend upon for that. Hey, Arden?
Hold on a moment. Why me, Alec?
Sturdy as a brick wall. Strong as an ox. Slow as a turtle. Face it, Arden. You were born for guard duty.
I'm strong and tough, I know, but you really don't need to call me slow.
He has a point, Arden. Would you? You're the most apt at guard duty.
Fine, I'll do it. But you have to bring me at least once. I don't want to be left out in the action.
Gets
Don't worry,
out of the action every time. in
No,
reverse
he'll get brought
syndrome.
exactly once to get the pursuit ring.
Exactly.
Ah.
Right, man. It's time to set out. Let's start by assisting the villages, and then it's all Youngby. Alright, so here's the weird thing.
Uh-huh.
Outside of like the first 2 or 3 turns here, I don't use Alec and Wash at all, ever.
Huh.
Wow. Okay.
Well, okay,
I
you
think they're
start
shit.
every turn by saving.
I think they fucking suck.
Not save
there's,
states,
like, no
Nazi.
point in
There are
using them.
in-game saves at the start of every turn.
So
I know,
as a
but
heads
they're
up,
more efficient.
what was really fun for me was when you're emulating this game on the iPad in days of yore, like 10 years ago when I was doing this, you had one save state slot and you had your saves. As a result of that, you had much less options in terms of save scumming, but you still had them. So it became very interesting to see what you could do. This is Sigurd. Press the down button. This is how you get to the rest of the menu. And if you press the A button on this menu,
Holy Blood, yeah.
all right.
What?
Starting in Gen 2, you'll see characters who have major holy blood in one and minor in another. In Gen 1, for whatever reason, the bloodlines haven't mixed because gameplay comes...
Gameplay
Oh,
comes.
Yeah.
that guy. He's got a Gator 3.
Yeah. I mean,
He also
generally
backed up his
speaking,
toe.
people like to say that... I've heard this argument before, that German mythology is more approachable for Japan than like Greek mythology or whatever. And I think that's complete bunk. It's just that they have more cultural exchange with Germanic states early on. So when they wanted to get a frame of reference for what the West was like, Germany was their first frame of reference. I can't take this argument against an academic, but against a normie, I'll make it.
It would like make sense.
I don't know. I've seen examples of them fucking up other forms of mythology. Not that hard, ultimately.
But they use Germanic Norse mythology more than all the others combined by a lot.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Like something Yggdrasil is a meme as a thing that will appear in low effort fantasy stories in
Yep.
Japan.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's kinda overdone.
It's so far past overdone that the fact that you didn't say it's nuclear overdone offends me, and I'm nuking Japan again.
Based. Hello,
Yeah.
base department. I'd like to speak with
Yeah.
Ben.
Okay, so look down for a moment. Down and then A. No holy blood.
Yep.
So press B. Now you look at his weapon ranks. He has B in swords, C in lances. That's his ranks forever. Weapon experience had
Forever.
not been a thing yet. But he is stuck with those.
Oh.
If you have minor holy blood, whatever the relevant weapon is, you get access to. If it's at all possible for your class, at all. Sometimes even when it isn't. You can have a priest who can use wind magic if you do your breeding right. It's weird. However, minor holy
You
blood,
do your breeding right.
these are just my breeding pawns. They're not people.
Look, we
Anyway.
all know that this and Awakening are Ben's breeding kink games.
It is Peggy's fault for making that a server meme, but I'm going to keep leaning into it until she admits defeat. Anyway, point being, yeah. So the gimmick here is if you have minor holy blood, you go up 1 rank. If you have major holy blood, you get an asterisk at your rank, which means you can use everything, including whatever the relevant holy weapon is. Noish doesn't have any of those, so he doesn't get shit. Whereas Sigurd has a star, an asterisk for his sword's rank. He can right out of the gate use a brave weapon and a silver weapon and can fuck the police. And now let's look at the skills for a minute here. Sorry. Pursuit is the only thing Sigurd needs. It just means that if he's faster, he can double. You don't need 4 more speed in this game. You just need 1. However, if you don't have Pursuit, you can't double.
At all?
At all.
At all.
At all.
Wow.
You don't double without it. This is the skill Accost. The early translation was Charge. Every once in a while, he will just initiate an extra round of battle. If you are not a ranged unit, Charge is a bad skill because it will sometimes just get your unit killed. Critical, meanwhile, is based. If there was a time when we were considering using an FE4 system for Witch of Mauve, at which point Critical was going to be Angela's personal skill instead of Gamble.
Ooh, I remember.
Oh.
Yep. We also considered making Critical be a skill that just gives you like the equivalent of like the Swordmaster thing, which is like crit plus 10 or 15 or whatever. We might still do that, I don't know. But Gamble fits in pretty well. Anyway, let's look at Alec. When you get a unit, you check their holy blood and skills before everything else, to be honest.
No holy blood. Womb issue, idiot.
Cringe.
He was born from the wrong people.
All right, now check the other skill because it's interesting. Nihil.
Nihil.
Because in this game, critical hits are from skills, the only way to get a crit is from the critical skill or from an effective weapon. Nihil, which removes skills, and effectiveness is a skill in itself, and critical is a skill, as a side effect of the code, and not a deliberate measure, removes crits. So
It says crippling
people
hits.
talk about...
That also means effective weapons, right?
It does, yes. That's what a crippling hit is an effective weapon. I wanted to note this because I think a lot of people make the argument that you know, the early version of Nihil is meant to negate crits. No, it's that crits were a skill.
Wow.
In this game only. In all other Fire Emblems, they're not.
Really
Anyway,
is a skill issue.
Anyway, there's not much else to say about Alec and Noish, except that early on, Noish will not double people, but will sometimes crit them. Alec will double, but never crit. So Alec does reliable sustained damage, and Noish sometimes will just fuck their shit up, but will otherwise be shit.
Honestly, we should pass Nihil to someone.
We're almost done, and then Nezzy gets to do whatever he wants.
Scales on attack? That's wild.
What scales on attack?
Wait,
Pursuit.
No,
no, it's
attack speed.
Oh my god, yeah, no, you're right.
If it were attack, it would be outrageous.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, this is on Sigurd, bro.
So, Sigurd, Sigurd's the best lord in Fire Emblem history, unless you count Robin. And even then, if you count Robin, it's quite competitive. Only because Lunatic and Lunatic Plus exist, in which Robin early on needs Frederick's help.
And even then, Lunatic Plus, like, you're liable to die at random times without any
So
way.
So Lunatic Plus is outright just bad.
It is.
Lunatic is actually a good difficulty. It's just overtuned, and like, had they leveled it out, Lunatic Awakening could have been pretty good. Well, you know, like if you took a Lunatic mode and made the maps a little better, and leveled out the curve and the grinding, you just get Conquest, but without the bad plot.
Well,
Awakening's plot has fatal holes. It is still very good in comparison to everything in Fates.
the biggest fatal hole in Awakening is the Valmark.
Yeah.
The Valmark has... it's inexplicable. I would want to rewrite the entire thing, and I have before, so... Anyway, Arden, you can ignore.
The myth, the legend.
We're actually going to ignore him. We're never going to click on him again.
He has
Wait,
Wait, is that Vantage? Yes.
It is.
And here it is 100%, like FE9.
Nope. Nope, in a pinch. It's below half health.
Oh, in a pinch. Fuck.
Yep. Yeah, so this is the version that you offered me for Isaac at the beginning, which I refused.
Yeah.
Because Isaac is the sort to play King of the Hill. He does better when he's at full health, not at low health. At least that's what the lore explanation would be. Anyway, there's actually not much to say except to look at the map, notice there are a bunch of villages, and that you have to divide and conquer. You will get units from in the far north almost immediately.
Yep, I remember, yeah.
You're getting Azel, I'm getting Lex. I will fight you for Lex if you're not okay with that.
This is, I don't care. This is Gandalf. He is not wise nor gray.
Mm-hmm.
He is kind of ugly, though.
Ooh,
Gandalf the ugly.
drops some dies.
Yep. Secretly, the skill ring is kind of bad. Unless you have a relevant skill that runs off of your skill, like, you know, one of the sword skills in this game. I'm saying skill so many times. Skill is actually kind of a bad stat, because this is like 10 to hit, whatever. Because there's no
Also,
crit.
Laugh at this
that's
guy.
right,
He's got
yeah.
no holy blood.
Yeah, so Verdane is the only state here that was not founded by or in any way operated by a holy blood user. It's just kind of politically irrelevant. It's a
It's all
backwater.
plans.
It's just kind of all normies.
Also, look at all this movement. It's because of the
Yeah.
roads.
Yeah.
So
They give like +1 movement or something.
So the gimmick with roads is that they give like a plus percentage movement. They like give like a fractional if you start on it. It's that
really
moving
weird.
off of one costs less, I believe, not moving on to one. I think. I don't remember. Anyway, the gimmick here is that generally you just want to send Sigurd south to just kind of do a genocide, and everybody else can kind of just reinforce to the left and go kill that brigand, is normally what I do. Don't
Animations.
turn animations off just yet. We'll do it later.
I wasn't going to.
Okay.
I like the
I'm surprised that you-
animations.
I'm surprised that you didn't have people go attack that brigand.
Who says I wasn't going to?
Well, it's better to just have Sigurd go straight south, to be honest, but this is fine.
I'm
Sigurd-
aware.
Sigurd will one round him, so you can do it if you want. Also,
I-
being on the road makes you more vulnerable, gives enemies plus hit against you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, isn't there supposed to be something over here?
Is there?
No, only, I think that's only in chapter 10.
Okay.
No, in chapter 10 you come back here?
Yeah, in chapter 10 you finally make a loop.
Interesting. He's just sitting in the castle now? Damn.
Yeah, just have him sit on top the entire time. The
Yeah.
only
Yeah,
reason to have him there is that it means that enemies won't recognize your castle as a place to go,
Mm-hmm.
which is useful because when they attack, it's a waste of time when you could be killing them.
And just like that, I've lasted more rounds of giving people commands than Dia has in Path of Radiance.
That's
Shut
not true.
up.
She died on turn 2, not turn 1.
I didn't say turns. I said
Damn.
round of action. She gave 3 rounds of action commands with Path of Radiance.
Really was that easy, wasn't it?
It was.
That was a whole episode.
You curs seriously haven't seized this Pawnee Castle yet? Useless, the lot of you. Out of my way. Do it myself.
You need to go into settings.
You, not bad for being here all on your lonesome, but I've had enough of your struggling. L plus ratio.
Lol.
I don't think he even has a critical skill. This is just Midir getting wrecked.
Yeah.
Milady, forgive me. Forgot they did that.
Ah, my dear.
Well, well, looks like we have quite the gem here. And Jungbi's princess to boot. You're coming home with me, dearie. This is literally just a mob family. Listen up to me. I'm heading back. You and Gerard are in charge.
Yes, sir.
Relax. Won't be long. And I'll be bringing Pinbath's lot along for the fun. What I do, all Granvales are oyster. Even Valhalla oughta be easy pickings, but with nobody around to stop us. The kingdom's all ours, boys.
Leave it to us, sir.
I should have given him a Eastern accent, like from New York. That would have
I like this little detail of Aideen dragging back.
Quit your dawdling. We don't have all day, you know.
The little detail of her resisting him?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cut the bridge. I'll have none of those Granvale worms crossing over here.
Yes, sir.
Oi, Gerard. I'm going back to Morpha for now. You're in charge of the border. Stay sharp. We clear?
Yes, sir. But, your lordship, who's that dame you have?
The spoils of war, my boy. She's going back to Marfa to marry me. What do you think? A real keeper, eh?
I'll say. Just looking at her making me mouthwater.
Back off. This one's mine. You'll have your pick of all the Granvale once we're done here. Keep it in your pants a little longer, yeah?
What, Daniels? That's above, I implore you. Stop on these men a hint of human decency.
Oi, what are you mumbling about now? We're out of here. No dawdling, you hear?
Get to work, boys. Our next stop's Chelsea. Don't forget to milk the villages for all they're worth.
Damn.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Army
Army of Verdane.
Look, this game was made by people who had watched a documentary about Egg's life, and they're like, all men are pigs.
True.
You got
Yeah.
hit by a 25.
Damn.
I warned you.
I know it's single RNG in this game, right?
Yeah.
It is single RN,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
They didn't invent 2 RN until like FE6.
Weird.
At least for Noise, she got hit by a 46%, so, you know.
Yeah.
Getting unlucky today.
When you get back to player phase, please increase text speed.
Sure.
Nosy, please decrease text speed.
I
One
wonder
vote,
you
one
advocating for
vote
it to be slower.
to Noidia. One vote for increasing, one for decreasing. Egg, you're a tiebreaker.
Obviously, I want you to increase speed. The faster, the better.
Decrease it is. Looks like we made it in time, Lex.
I mean, unless we want to give it to Egg. Okay. Nosy, it is.
Yep.
And by the look of it, Sigurd's staring down the entire Verdane army with just a handful of men. They'll be glad for the help. But geez, Hazel, I can't believe I let you drag me into yet another mess like this.
Isn't it as well?
With the war in Isaiah going on, there's hardly anyone left to defend Granvale. Sigurd's few knights are all we have, and they're out here risking their lives on behalf of the entire country. I couldn't just leave them to die.
We both know there's more than that. Come on, Hazel. What's the reason we're here? The real reason.
I have no idea what you mean.
It's that Lady Ideen of Youngby, isn't it? Come on. Everyone knows you like her. You came just for her sake, didn't you?
No, of course not, you dolt.
Really? Why is your face beet red? It looks like somebody's got a girlfriend.
I love Lex. Lex, knock it off. Come on, you faced it enough time.
Got it. Time to teach those day night thugs a lesson or two. So, meet Lex. Lex is the reason that Hector exists, and also the reason that Ike exists. The blue-haired rude guy lord. This is the archetype beginning.
Hello there, Holy Blood. That means sexy.
Uh-huh. He can use any axe except for holy weapons. He has Vantage and also one wonderful skill next to it, Paragon.
Paragon! Oh, he is getting married.
Yeah. So Lex.
Oh boy.
So Lex uses axes, which are fucking terrible in this game. However, because of Paragon and because of the weaker enemies of the first generation, he is often so good he can get around that they're shit. It is endlessly funny to me. They're so bad, and he makes it work anyway. Azel uses fire magic, which is the equivalent bad weapon. This game is imbalanced in that swords are just lightweight, lances are midweight, and axes are heavyweight. And by light, mid, and heavy, I mean like 6, 12, 18.
Ugh. Really?
Yeah, so weapon weights are enormous. Go ahead and look at the axe just you'll see.
God damn.
God, bro.
Weight 18.
Yeah, so when you look at his speed, you recognize he has 0 attack speed. He can double nobody.
Yep.
In the late game, if you really want him to, you can give him the pursuit ring and he'll double every other axe user. He also gets a hero axe, a braid axe. Oh, you just have Azel soften him up, it's fine.
Oh, I know, I was just checking.
Yeah. Also, attacking doesn't end your turn, but visiting a village does. So if you attack on the same space, you actually should be able to visit right after, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
It's inversed in every other game. Now put Arden on top of that, or send him in a battle to soften up one of those guys. I super don't care.
I really like the
The
battle
music in this
theme.
is very charming.
Banger alert.
I'd say stay on the road. It's better to keep mobility even if you take more chances of getting hit.
Yeah. It's not like they can really kill him.
They
It's
can.
Sigurd.
If you get bad luck, you just lose. This is a map where if you have bad luck, you're just dead. That's part of why I hate it.
Mhm.
It's genuinely a map where there's no skill issue. It's all luck. No, don't do that. Never do that again.
Do
Learn the
what?
lessons of Path of Radiance.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
have
yeah.
Kanto. Maximum forward movement.
Yeah. Don't
I was
attack from
Wow.
the front.
No, you have Kanto.
Don't run
So
around.
try again. You
None-
can no. You
none-
never run around when you can charge through people.
Yes.
Good dia.
Wow.
Why am I being praised?
That's what I'm
For
thinking.
actually having the right opinion.
Thanks.
I'm teaching Nuzzy how to French.
What a French. You want to French him?
I needed to use the most inappropriate language I could. You're welcome. So this was French military doctrine for like 1,000 years. Why bother doing anything but charging right through your enemy? Why take the long way? Your enemy is a speed bump. We have a knight, we will simply charge through their lines. It's the shortest straight line.
Mm-hmm.
Go for broke.
Yep.
Always punished.
Always
Damn.
punished.
Not true.
But yeah, this is the game that introduced the weapon triangle, so here the weapon triangle actually matters a little.
Yeah, so in this game, axes are abominably bad, swords are incredibly good, and lances exist.
By the way, I did lower the speed on text.
You
Lord!
bastard, I was kidding.
All day, bro.
You're the worst, Nuzzy.
Here's the thing. I was never going to speed up to begin with just because you asked. I'm going to make Ben beg.
Oh. Uh-huh, you want him to beg?
Yes,
I was
do.
already
Oh my
Frenching you,
god,
Nosy.
it's so slow.
I want him to beg on his
No.
knees.
Bro.
Okay, Nosy, I know you're short, but you're not that short.
Oh, all
I can
this
French you
man
standing
on
up.
his knees, bro.
Who said anything about height was involved here?
Are you actually gonna let
That's
the
why he
text
wants
go
on your
through
knees.
on this speed?
Yes.
To
Yes.
an eye level.
Curse you, gay Nosy.
I'm just a
If you
stink.
will.
So yeah, you can wait on a chapel to heal. It's like a fort in other games. I do recommend using it in early maps, but it basically never comes up after like chapter 1.
It isn't free though.
It isn't free, but it just doesn't fucking matter. 5 gold is nothing.
Yeah.
Also, this text speed makes sense with the old man.
This just reminds me of the thing with N in Pokemon Black and White. They give him the fastest text speed, and if you put it on faster, they give him a new, even faster text speed.
What?
True.
Where?
I love that. Yeah, in Pokemon Black and White, N has
Oh.
the fastest text speed no matter what you do. And if you put everybody else on that speed, the game invents a new, faster speed that is unavailable, hidden in the code, just for him.
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
true. Because he's a fast talker.
Because he's autistic. Like, legitimately, N is very, very autism coded.
Interesting.
Yeah.
One day
He
I'll
plays
play
with a fucking
back.
Menger sponge.
With a what?
Later. Come on, death. Death, death, death.
Death,
You
death,
wanna
death, 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 death.
And
I want Nazi humiliated on his knees.
How would this
Yeah.
humiliate
Just
you?
one-
Don't
By
By
mind
your own
Nazi
admission,
dying.
you said this game has. If you lose, you just lose.
It's
You
not
don't
me
really have
playing.
any say so in it.
You honestly really don't. Unfortunately, this map is just very luck based unless you're willing to just let villages die. This is why I consider this to be the worst prologue in Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
People
Also,
consider
I'm
it
not
to be the
Ian,
best.
so I have some luck.
No.
By the way,
Yes.
we did not do any kind of intro.
Yeah.
Right after I said no luck.
two. Wow. This game, bro. We're gonna have an interesting time, I feel. This
Remember,
has-
it's
I'm
single
looking
RN,
forward-
so
I'm just looking forward to chapter 1 because I am going to fucking hate it because chapter 1 is so weird. In order to beat chapter 1 properly, you have to survive Ira.
Mhm.
11%. Wow. This is getting
Oh.
bad. Do you have any vulneraries on you?
Oh no.
What? The 25 into the 11 into the 25.
Watch him get a blank level. Oh my god, he got a good level. Fuck. He got 2 health. No speed, but strength actually matters more on Sigurd. Sigurd actually mostly cares about strength, defense, and HP. His job is just to kind of charge in. He's a tank in like the World War II sense.
So that Sigurd has higher than 100% health, HP growth rate.
Yes, higher than 100% health growth is
Guys,
not
you didn't
uncommon in this
change
game.
it.
Interesting.
Guys.
What?
Guys.
Yeah.
Change it.
I get the
All right,
feeling, right?
all right, Dia, I have a very important question.
Yes.
You can decide who gets Quan, but you don't get to decide who gets Ethlin.
What do you mean? No, I'm
It's
Ethlin,
an
right?
egg.
Well, Nuzzy gets to decide who gets Ethlin.
Ooh.
Please?
Choose wisely.
What do you mean? Wait, so I have to decide
Thought
who
twice
voices
before
Gwen?
transitioning.
Then Nazi decides who voices Ethlin,
You have
is
to
that
decide who
it?
voices Quan, and bait. That's right, so go ahead.
Fuck. Why do I feel like I'm playing Prisoner's Dilemma again?
Come on, it's so easy.
I think think Nazi can have Kwan. You can do a serious voice, right, Nazi?
No,
Honey,
but he can
it
try.
does.
And
I
Ben,
mean,
Ben
I
already
can. It's
has
just whether or not you
Sigurd.
think it's serious or not.
Hmm.
Anyway, Ben is gonna be Ethlin.
We knew it was coming.
What the
We knew
fuck?
it.
Oh
What the
no!
fuck,
We've been
Nazi?
here.
I forgot about that option. I legitimately forgot about that option.
I knew the
No.
minute.
That was your
the
own
minute
fault.
you went through it. It was your own fault. You said that, and I was like, oh,
I'm
oh, we
sorry.
know who he's picking.
Well, shit, use your
Yeah,
girl
yes,
voice
if
then.
Dia had chosen Ben for Kwan, I would have chosen Egg for Ethlin.
Fair.
God damn it.
Wait, but then we would have
Funny
been
as
married.
I saw this exact this exact outcome.
All
Ezreal, I
right,
think, is the
Friendly
most
eventuality.
Dia-coded character as well.
that is the most decoded character.
That's
I will
exactly
give it
why I
back.
gave it to you.
I'll give it back to you after this chapter. I'm just Nuzzy wanted to be silly.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Good, we aren't too late. I pray
Jin?
Sigurd is still unhurt.
She only has one other chapter with like any voice lines though.
True.
Oh my god.
In seriousness, I'm just giving her back to Dia. The joke was funny, but we're moving on.
Oh, just now? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sure my brother's doing just fine out here, but it won't be easy without a magic user in his ranks. I want to do all I can as a healer to help out and save lives. Juan, I'm sorry I dragged you into this mess as well. I know Chalfie isn't my family anymore now that we're married. They couldn't just sit back and do nothing. Thank you so much for coming. Not just from me, but from Sigurd.
There's no need for thanks, Ethlin. Sigurd is every bit as important to me as he is you, remember? He is my brother-in-law now, after all. And I couldn't possibly leave you to fight all alone.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much.
My lord, my lady. We should hurry. Lord Sigurd still awaits us on the battlefield, just ahead. This is the outcome I actually wanted because Finn has blue hair.
Yep.
Dibs!
Oh
Dibs!
my god.
I mean, to be fair, though, you should have been voicing Ethlin, so you wouldn't have gotten Finn chapter prologue.
True. True.
It would have been Egg.
Shut up.
Yep.
Shut up, you sluts.
I could be a good
No.
blue-haired boy.
No!
I will continue to slut it up.
That's very true. I mean, he's just walking around in public with that ass of his. It's very strange. Why is that allowed? All right, in seriousness, you gotta make moves. Kill things. Oh, also, you're gonna die.
Also, yes, thank you.
I'm aware.
Finally.
Yeah, and now go die.
Kill, kill. Yeah, does Sigurd have a vulnerary or anything?
Nope, no one has any
No?
vulneraries.
Fuck
Nope.
it, we ball.
Are you killing
Yeah, fuck
Noish?
you all.
You didn't check his
No, this
HP?
round-
Damn.
1 HP, yeah.
Dying on turn 2 of the tutorial? Damn.
This
You can
isn't a
see
game
all
over, but it will be.
Yeah. Also, remember, Dia, I don't have any healing to use. You did.
You
That's
did, yeah.
true.
Anyway, this is luck. This is actually bad luck. Anyway,
Yeah.
Nuz, let's go have Sigurd fight.
Yep.
See how long he lasts.
Stop. We're already way too sexually coded here.
So
We can't have the asexuals making sex jokes too.
Did you load?
25% chance of Sigurd dying.
You were supposed to hit the archer, but okay.
Okay then.
You just had
Bro.
impossible bad luck.
Yeah.
Bro.
Never
You know,
punished.
Every
I think you were.
25%.
You know,
Every
you were
single
just
one.
Dia today. You're just Dia today.
Now, remember, this
Welcome
is
to
all
being
single
me.
RN, so it's always a 22% chance of being hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at Sigurd for a moment. Yeah. There's nothing you can really do about it, but you kind of do need to just charge. So I say restart the map and then just play fast now that you know what you're doing.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
There we go.
While you're at that, I'm gonna order a pizza.
Cool.
Pizza,
Save this
damn.
life.
Pathetic
That
for
sounds
bad
nice.
luck.
Haven't had pizza in a while.
This is why I hate this map. Because you have nothing to do but either gamble or let villagers die.
Right.
You hate this map because it comes
It's a
before
very
you can
bad
abuse
map,
the
and people who
arena.
disagree are cringe.
There's no arena to use right now.
Yeah. And the next map, the arena starts, which is actually the reason why I want to be the person who starts out chapter 1. Because I want to show you guys how to arena abuse.
Okay.
And chapter 2 is Augustria, right?
You can just press start when they start talking, by the way.
I'm pressing the start button. There we go.
And you need to increase the
You
text
can't
speed
actually
again.
skip the movement, at least as far as I'm aware.
Yeah,
Don't
but you
worry,
can
I'll
save.
put it to 5.
No,
You can save state it as soon as you're done doing that too.
why didn't you just learn the save?
Because
To
the
hurt you.
RNG is fucked.
What other options are there?
Well, actually, every time you load a default save, you get a new set of RNs.
Oh, cool. I was just lazy also. I didn't want to deal with that.
This also means that on your first turn, with arena abusing on every other chapter, you want to never move anybody out until everybody's done the arena, because the moment that you have one unit who's gray, no, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. You can go attack that bandit, go kill him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Kill them all.
I got
Kill that last
Allbeat
one.
as my encounter. I have never used
42.
Allbeat.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Never even
Hey,
considered
Ben.
it.
I didn't want to attack with him, but you opted for it. So if he dies, it's your fault.
Nope, it's Egg's fault.
What? What did I do?
Yes, exactly. You didn't stop
Oh
me.
my god.
When do I name the
Same.
Allbeat?
The Volbeat?
Suggestions?
Why did you catch one in the
Name it
first place?
Illumise. Name it Illumise.
Fuck you.
Again, out of your league.
Well,
Mine.
I'll have a
That's
Allbeat
true.
named Illumise.
Lily and Dia are slowly going insane with every time they say "fuck you." I just by rote respond out of your league.
They
Why
don't
would
know
I
how to
go
have
insane
fun with
over that? I don't care about you, male.
Okay, you get upset about that almost every time.
it. Dia, you
Do I?
care.
You get upset almost every time.
I'll be real. I wouldn't
Lily
go
at this point,
beyond hugs. with
Lily
you.
at this point has started saying "storm you," and she doesn't even know what that means. She hasn't even read the book.
She will soon.
There we go,
Okay.
Sigurd. That's how we dodge.
Okay.
Yeah, this is more of a
Okay.
Ben run.
Maybe we're back.
Are we so back?
It's impossible for it to be a
Yeah.
Ben run because you aren't playing.
That's not true. I can be there in spirit.
How romantic.
So yeah, we never even introduced any intro.
Who cares?
Sure, we're doing the intro right now. Hi, I'm Ben. I'm good at things. This is Nuzzy. He's also sometimes good at things. Egg sucks and I hate her. And Dia. Moving on.
Dia lost the
Dia.
prologue of Path of Radiance.
Yeah, moving on. Seriously?
Dia lost the prologue of Path of Radiance.
Dia died in the prologue.
Yeah, she had healing available. I don't. That's a difference.
Nuzzy's fingernail, no diffs, Dia.
What? Fingernail?
Yeah, a Nuzzy fingernail, no diffs, Dia.
Wow.
What are you
Like-
talking about, you colorless man?
Fingernails, obviously.
Uh-huh. We love fingernails here. We decorate them all the time.
Yep.
Honestly, why are we gonna do each other's nails? Egg.
Okay, that's 8. That would be
Some
exactly
stalkers
lethal.
like that.
So anyway, you don't really have any, it's not necessarily a fight you want to take. You could save state abuse. Yeah, it's a reasonable call.
I'm just doing it just for the funny.
Okay. So yeah, exact same shit as last time. Just snipe the archer and keep moving.
So is Allbeat any good? Should I add him on my team?
Volbeat is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It
Which
Volbeat
why
is, yeah.
I said, why did you catch it in the first place?
Because it was my
I
encounter.
mean, catching them all is fun. She's nuzlocking?
No, I'm
You're
self-looking. Keep telling you.
Oh, okay. Like Picasper Yellow.
I don't know that guy. Yeah, I'm doing basically an
She calls it a soft lock. She's not letting her stuff die, but she's actually using things on the first of each route.
That's just a Nuzlocke without the dying rule.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
just Nuzlocke without permadeath.
let's call it a playpen Nuzlocke. It's for little babies.
A kindergarten lock.
Casual mode.
A Kinderlock.
Kinderlock.
I think Kinderlock is actually the right term here.
Yeah, sure.
And
Let's
no,
go
it's not
with
the Kinder Egg.
Kinderlock.
Yeah.
Okay, but don't be mean, okay?
Why not?
Why is my whisper
Well,
still
because she
level
can't take
14?
it. She's very soft and girly.
Mm.
Okay, Sigurd's getting good luck. What is this sorcery?
Yeah, he hasn't gotten hit by the 25 yet. What is this?
You jinxed it, Egg. You jinxed it, and I'm mad at you.
Wow. I haven't even seen it happen yet.
Nuzzy
She
believes in
keeps
jinxing.
No, she keeps raising the death flags.
Yep.
It only works when I do it.
All the time.
Come on, critical hit. Oh yeah, there are no crits.
I don't remember if I asked. Is the louder line good?
They're
Xbox
viable.
part of it.
They're not good, but they're okay.
Viable. Okay, I'll keep this guy as my normal type.
You also, you know, like we can just tell you what the viable things are if you want.
I mean, sure, I could tell you what my
Okay, so ready?
are.
Or do you know what a good team is in Hoenn?
You're just gonna say Swampert.
I'm gonna just say Swampert.
Yeah.
Here's Sigurd's first official level up.
Watch me
Okay.
get everything.
HP, skill, speed.
I'll take it. Speed is good. So this is not a Fire Emblem where speed is the best stat, but it is a good stat.
Yeah.
Since not everyone can double, even if they have the speed.
Well, it's not that. It's that stats are really weird in this game.
Are they?
Yeah, they're kind of janky. Anyway, go for the kill.
Can't kill this guy, at least on this round of combat.
No, yes, you can. You can crit him,
That's true.
and crit would kill. Hence why I said go for crit. Kill. Anyway, you actually don't need to support that way, but yeah, that's fine. And then I'd say safe state and test to see if Alec will survive.
That's what mine was.
Yeah, save state abuse is my girlfriend. We've been dating for 12 years.
Which, by the way, there is no arrow in this
Okay.
game. How do you
And
change
don't lie,
RNG?
you're still pursuing her.
Are you kidding me? She loves me.
You're still pursuing her.
Look, I have pursuit. That doesn't mean I'm pursuing her.
Doesn't mean you caught her either.
Shut up, it's mutual.
There we go, fast dialogue. Dia, Egg, are you happy now?
No,
It's
they're not happy.
beautiful.
Huh. I think I just fought a lesbian couple in Pokemon.
They're not a lesbian couple.
Lesbians don't exist.
Girls, as they say, cannot love girls.
Who says that?
No, I actually want to charge towards Sigurd with her, but in both cases, you want to charge towards Sigurd. This is your Sigurd reinforcement.
I figured as much, but
Yeah.
I figured, you know, just in case someone really shits the bed up there, she could potentially respond in time. It's Quan who really matters.
Yeah. So Sigurd once again is just going to charge at the archer because the other guys don't fucking matter.
Yep, of
We
course.
can keep going.
They-
Yeah.
Where's that 43% hit odds going for you now?
Mm-hmm. Pokemon Breeder Isaac would like to battle.
Welcome to Sigurd. What's the game plan? We charge. We never think it through. So I wouldn't do that because you won't double.
No, I know, I'm just checking. I
So-
know it's too risky to risk him.
Look at the Verdane Barbarian with a hand axe range again.
everyone's in range.
I want you to attack him with Lex. And then park Lex right in front of him. You know, like to the right. That's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to retreat to the church? Why not?
Fine, we can retreat to the church afterwards. We didn't get hit, we don't need to retreat.
Oh, neat.
Now check his range.
Yep.
Okay, you can still make it. I just wanted to actually see. Ranges in this game are weird. Azel... There's no way to have Azel not take a risk other than just run away.
Yeah. But I want to see something. 60, 16. Okay.
17 damage. Oh wait, that shows
You can't
defense,
survive
not
it, yeah.
resistance.
Because that's
You
the
have to
fact that
actually
matters in this interaction.
You have to actually calculate on the screens in this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but when you use
I
magic,
say
does
go
So I
for
would
it.
take 8.
does it actually show defense or resistance?
It matters. It shows whatever's
I'd
relevant.
say kill the hand axe guy because he has a better chance of hitting the. Oh wait, no, it's the barbarian that has a better chance now.
Yep, because hand axe will go up, you'll see.
Unless I were to go on here, because then it's 70% chance to hit on the church.
Yeah, so let's do this. This is the move that I always wanted you to do anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, you can see why I don't like this chapter. It's just kind of
Yes.
stupid gambles the whole way through.
Pretty much, yeah.
I remember I
On
struggled
single
a
RN.
lot on my first time.
Yeah,
On
it's
single RN, so whatever you see is what you get.
yeah. Honestly, I don't really understand why people like this chapter. Almost all of the others are actually interesting. Interestingly, arguably the second worst chapter in the game is chapter 1 right after this. Chapters in this game tend to get better as they go on.
Interesting.
Hey,
Good
there we
thing
go.
that
23%
I'm not the one
chance.
playing chapter 1.
Yeah, and I just get to get away with it for free, huh?
What do you mean?
Dia does not get away with it for free. We have clips that we farmed from her to support that.
That's true. Okay, so I'm getting away with it for
I
free.
don't know what you're talking about. I'm the only one who's beaten this game.
Oh, yeah. Wait, has Nuz not beaten the game?
He's never
No,
played.
that's why I was going first because I haven't played
Yep.
before.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why
usually why we are
that's why I was
playing
showing him
Pokemon
things on the
fast.
map.
I don't know. Earlier he was like, well, isn't there like a thing here? And I was like, oh, so he's played this.
People pick up things from like YouTube videos and internet discourse
Yeah.
and all that.
Of course.
I was going to say, yeah, cultural osmosis and everything. That's how I
Like-
learned anything about this game.
I knew the
Yep.
Brave Axe spot
What the
even
hell?
before I played
Stop
myself.
getting hit.
No. I actually I like it when Sigurd gets hit because I know Ben's getting hit then.
Bitch.
This is what you get for being mean to me.
No, it isn't. You
Yes, it
like
is.
it.
No, I don't. As your emotional support friend, I just put up with it.
Emotional support dwarf.
Hey, the Wi-Fi is being pretty cooperative.
Yeah, now that Dia has internet again, we can torture her more and she doesn't have any more excuses.
I mean, I'm not on
So I think
Wi-Fi yet, I'm
the-
still in the
I
hotel.
think the way is
Kill the archer.
And then
yeah.
charge towards the guy assaulting the village is the idea.
yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
That's why we're here, actually.
Shouldn't you have killed him with Ethlin first?
No?
Ethlin's on range.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Oh.
He's the boy.
Whoa.
The 3 that are around this don't actually move, so they're not going to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually park next to one of them and gamble, but I understand if you won't.
Nah, speed is the name of the game here.
I'm a high roller. It's kind of the way I play. Anyway, Ethlin's job is to heal this guy first. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, I know.
She starts out with only a shitty heal staff, which doesn't do as much as it should, but it's enough to get him back in the fight.
Ethlin was so funny in the manga.
Which one?
Okay, I know there's not just one manga. I don't know what.
There's a reason why I asked which one.
Yeah.
Are there
I
3?
I don't
There's
know
3 of them,
which
yeah.
one it was.
That's one of the funniest things is FE4 was really popular and the characters are popular, and it was the rare game that had like era specific like Bishonen Bishoujo designs, so attracted the girly pops. Like, this clearly looks like it was drawn for a shoujo manga. His portrait.
Interesting.
It was just like honestly. From the 80s though. It's just 80s shoujo.
The one I ran had Ira and Lex pairing, which in my
Ira and Lex was exceedingly popular. So your eyes and also the eyes of like 2 of the 3 mangaka.
Wait, so 2 of them.
I believe one of the mangaka. I'm not sure I'm right about this, but no, because he has a hand axe. It's pointless.
No, I know.
I believe one of the mangaka was was a shipper of a certain inappropriate pairing you'll encounter later.
Uh-oh. Yep. I think I know which one you're talking about.
Should I get fake out on Makuhita?
Fake out's a great move.
Should I replace sand attack probably? Focus energy.
Focus energy.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm very confused by how many. No, you want to attack with Lex first for no risk.
No, hold it. I'm just looking.
Okay.
I already made a save state recently, so.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Never punished. Okay, we punished.
Punished.
I regret to inform you, Nuzzy, that luck is my thing.
Indeed.
Definitely not Dia's thing.
I have pretty good luck. After
you
all,
always say that, but
I have all you as my friends.
Aww, go fuck yourself with that sentimentality.
Wait. Did they boot me from the call? Oh my fucking god. It's causing bugs now. God damn it. Why did you do that?
So Dia, what did we learn? What did we learn, Dia?
We learned that when you do that, it causes bugs in the stream.
Dia, we love you, girly, but bullying is very important.
It's our love language.
That joke would be funnier, except I'm just imagining like the stupid like Yu-Gi-Oh players at Egg's work being like, "Oh no, sexual harassment is just my love language."
Oh my god.
Yep.
You can imagine them actually saying that though.
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, I'm using girly terms. They have to like me. They'll think I'm sensitive."
Meanwhile, fuck are women?
I actually don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. I gotta tell you though, some people are
cool is what there is.
Well, that's true. They are, on average, colder than men.
Whatever the qualifications are, Egg, I think, barely qualifies.
That's true, but Egg agrees.
Yeah.
Egg has said before that she would potentially go to, like, fuck you, gender, I'm a they, them. It just didn't feel like it.
Yeah, it's just way more convenient to stay woman.
Gender just doesn't make much sense to me. I find it fascinating, but it doesn't make any sense to me. I think that makes me Nightblood, though. I'm okay with that. Nightblood is a talking sword in the book series of things that I've had Dia read that she got really into. Nightblood, people constantly call him a he, but Nightblood is still trying to figure out gender and is fascinated by it and does not get it at all.
You wanna know what'd be funny? Giving all these hand axe guys pursuit.
No, you know what'd be better? Giving them FE7 hand axes.
stop burning down the villages.
That's what they do.
That is literally
They
their
should
job.
stop while they're ahead.
They were programmed by
Well, they should
society to
retire.
do that.
Oh boy, here we go.
There we go.
Dia talking about society.
That's my job. Dia, you can't have that. Where will we be if I can't be the one to bitch about society all the time?
It's not
0%
exclusive
hit,
to
you're finally
you.
safe. But I'm the only one who's good at it. No, visit.
I know. I learned the first time.
Anyway, now we've completed phase 1. This is actually the hard part of the map. Sigurd's charge right here is the hard part, in part because now you get this speed ring, so you dodge everything.
Mhm.
This is why you just kind of bum rush with Sigurd. Quan can just retreat north, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if either of these guys is low health, you can attack first and kill them, but otherwise you can just retreat. Because he's got his wifey there.
13. Wait.
Yep. Because you've made your objective, Sigurd can handle everything in the south, everybody else should cover everywhere else in the map now.
Okay. I'll just double check to make sure he had pursuit.
Because part of the point here is to try to get Sigurd to be strong enough to be able to do whatever the fuck he wants. Over the course of this, he basically ends up picking up a skill and speed ring. And then after this, he gets a silver sword, and he'll get a few levels. Between all of that, he just kind of gets to be able to body everything.
Mhm.
No, you get Finn first, and then you can run.
I know, I was just checking.
Mhm.
I wanted to see if she could actually get the Quan first.
So Finn is one of my favorite units in the game.
Big
It's not just
shocker
'cause he
right
had-
there.
It's not just because he had blue hair, but because he's weirdly like one of the only non-Holy Blood units that is actually viable. Like Alec and Noish, I do not use. Finn is genuinely viable for several reasons. He has talk conversations that give him little stat boosts that keep him relevant. He's often given good items. He's clearly one of the favorite characters of the developers.
Nice.
Finn is also in FE5, and he has a personal weapon, Brave Lance.
Nice. Yeah, they don't just fuck him, yeah.
Yeah, so he's kind of the developer's pet. He also appears in Gen 2. He's the only member of your army who is a usable unit pre and post time skip.
Speaking of
Isn't
which,
that good?
Quan and Ethelyn both have conversations with Sigurd.
And from here is just to protect the remaining villages. The one right here, and then the one kind of in the center of the map.
Yeah, I heard talk
There's just a
conversations.
little down there.
With Sigurd.
Yeah, talk conversations are a big part of FE4.
Mm-hmm. And we needn't skip them.
We can skip the village dialogues because they don't fucking matter, and because I know better. But
Mhm.
look, the village conversations are often with old people, and you know my feelings on those.
Old people's time.
That is
They must
true.
all be exterminated. I think I should just rename myself Geriatricide.
Good. Could be unique.
You should just name yourself Batman, but for geriatrics.
I feel like that'd be a bit long when you write it down anywhere.
Who cares? They're too old to read.
No, actually, don't do that. Don't do that. You want to attack one of the ones that is in that little ring there, the three who
I
are
know.
guarding.
I wanted to see what the speed ring did.
I would attack the center one. Yeah, attack the center one.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
And then I would actually walk right in front of the castle gate and let
That's what I
everybody
was gonna
attack.
do.
Yeah, because you have the speed ring now. Oh, you don't kill him. Okay, so you just park where you are.
Yeah, Sigurd
Yeah,
has
these ones are a
pursuit,
little
right?
bit tougher. They're
So the speed
Why
ring
not write
actually
down for the
matters.
extra accuracy?
no, honestly, let them all attack you.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can start heading south with Ethelyn after. Don't do that. Not yet.
No, I was gonna make a joke, but okay.
About women not being able to own anything because their men own them. Yes.
Yes.
Believe the
Or I was
patriarchy.
also gonna make the joke that Ethelyn's the sugar mommy.
An inverse dia, if you will.
Yes.
Inverse Dia is crazy.
There we go.
Okay, now go south. Ethelyn surprisingly can take care of herself against these guys.
Oh yeah, she has a sword.
Yep. Yeah, Ethlin is the starting point for the Valkyrie concept in Fire Emblem.
Just enough range.
I love healings that can also use a sword and ride a horse. You know me.
Man, I miss Mist. She was so fun. I love that in both games we basically took Mist and made her a complete killing machine.
That is her destiny.
That was like there were brief periods of time in both games where she was stronger than Ike. For a very brief moment in FE9, she was literally the strongest unit on the map.
Nice.
Not for a brief moment, for a lot of moments.
No. For like 2 or 3 chapters. Which was a very brief amount of time, but it was very funny. It was basically just for day breaks. She was the strongest unit. You want to actually be on the village. I think it gives a minor avoid bonus. I'm not sure. Yeah, it does. Okay.
Yeah.
Plus
If it's
20,
ruined,
that's
it
not
doesn't,
minor.
so-
I know. That's the only way I could attack him this turn start.
No, because he won't attack you on his turn. So
No, but I would
Even
start damaging him.
yeah, no, I'm just noting that like you're safe no matter what, as long as you hit.
19
Because
damage.
he will not attack you on his turn ever.
Yeah. I noticed.
If there's a
that.
village, he will always prioritize it, even if there's a lethal blow.
Yep.
I appreciate that element of their AI being predictable.
Mhm.
Let me see one thing real quick. Okay.
No trade, no.
Because I didn't make that one mistake on accident.
Yeah, you can't trade items in this game. And Finn can just get right back towards the action, yeah.
Bum, bum.
You see how this is really the Sigurd show?
Yeah.
Everybody else is kind of his backup dancers, but he's the queen.
Quan actually starts so far back that it's a detriment to him helping really that much.
So, interestingly, when this game started, earlier in development, Sigurd was not mounted. He's a pre-promote. Like, he's leveled early, way earlier than he should be. The way this game's levels works is units don't reset their level when they class change. You can just do it at 20, but then you stay 20, and then you can get all the way up to 30. Sigurd was originally not a pre-promote, but in return for that, they made Quan a Master Knight, and he was your Jagan, and he was incredible. And then when they decided to promote Sigurd because it made the open maps much more viable, they made Quan just into like a Lance Knight thingy, which, I mean, it works, but he's just nowhere near the unit he was because he's a Lance user and doesn't have Pursuit.
Oh no, 13% hit, whatever we do.
This is
Yeah.
also the
So
first
this is
game.
sort of my point, that like once you have that speed ring,
The first game with a horse lord,
Go ahead.
because Baum didn't have a horse and Mars didn't have a horse.
Yep.
No, they don't.
That's right.
Marthas and promotes.
Hello, yo, how are you doing?
HP only.
Hey!
Thank you, Sigurd.
How are our casualties?
Thank you, Sigurd.
Nice, you already lost a game at least once, right?
he did, but it was bullshit, and he and I both had him charge into it.
Yeah, also remember, there's no way to influence anything outside just the random numbers you get, basically. If you die, you die. There's no healing, like, until Ethlin gets there. Like, look at our inventory.
So here's the interesting thing. If you want to go for it, you can go for it here. You could have Quan go throw his javelin at the boss from over the top of the castle.
Of course I'm going for it. Who do you take me for?
Pocket Weeball.
And one of the interesting things here, enemies will switch. If they have a weapon and they're the boss, they will always switch to something that can counter you.
Yep.
However, he only has a steel axe. So I mean, in this game, most of the time, yours will never break. Like, you will never break this weapon, so it's not wasteful.
Granville cowards. Come at me. I'll crush the lot of you.
He was mine, but you can have him.
I know he was. I took him.
Ha! Oh, look.
Okay.
No way.
Quan.
Way.
Quan with the
So anyway-
assist.
So here's the thing. Sigurd, don't do it. Don't do it. Sigurd can attack, kill him, and C's all in one turn. However, it would kill the other 3 guys here, and then you don't get their EXP.
Yeah, don't do that.
So, kill everybody else first,
Yes.
and then do it next turn.
Yep.
Look at that 3 to hit.
Fucking
This is why the
wild.
speed ring is what transforms Sigurd from your best unit into a what the fuck?
I think there was
Fine, we're
something
just
else
getting
I
rid of the
wanted to
XP and
say.
soften up,
but
and then
I forgive.
the second half of this map, by the way, is much more fun. Yeah, you actually can kill with Ethlin. Oh,
Hell
nope,
yeah,
she can't kill.
Ethlin.
She's too weak. She's a little bitch baby right now.
We should raise her a little like we
She
raised
does get better
Mist.
weapons later.
Yeah, she's a little Dia right now.
That's true.
I know Peggy has the OST for this game on to use in her car.
Nice.
Does?
Yes.
So this game has a great OST.
It is a great OST.
Like, hey, her and her older brother both adore this game.
Yeah.
Really?
I invited her to join us for this every once in a while. I don't know if she ever
To be
will,
fair,
but
for her, it's 7 a.m. when we start. Oh no, 6 a.m. And she was also working last night.
yeah. I said every once in a while.
Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba.
And Ozzy, this is how you know you're not me. My Lax would have gained every stat to 8 times.
Okay, Ben. We'll put that to the test when you get the file.
Okay.
And
I'll make sure to hack it.
No.
I'm completely sure that getting 8 level ups of everything is completely within the bounds of the game and doesn't require hacking. Exactly.
Sure.
Alright, go for the crit.
No crit.
Oh yeah, are we raising Rakusis in this run?
Absolutely.
Of
Absolutely.
course, every time.
However, we might give her to Egg instead of you, because you already have Ethlin.
What do you mean might? Well,
Yeah.
That was always the plan.
I'm fine with
Talked
it
about
being
this, right?
Rakusis.
But,
Especially since
so,
you're voicing Eldigan.
God damn you.
Forgot about that.
Okay, so Rakus's class is Princess, but she basically is aggressive and decides that she will not stay behind while other people go to war. So she is pretty egg-coded.
Oh, okay.
She also has the strongest promotion in Fire
Oh my
Emblem history.
God. I just want to say,
Oh my
long
God.
dodge at 87.
Damn.
Then he missed an 80, but so
I mean,
Quan
I'll take it.
is a high roller character. He doesn't do much normally, but he has continue and critical. So every once in a while, he'll just ramp up way more damage than he should.
Astonishing, says the psychic after I used Astonish under routes, completely obliterating it.
I would like to note I have a dog on my bed.
Hi, Ali.
She is being super
I had 2
cute.
doggos on my lap yesterday.
Isn't it
One fell
nice
asleep on
to
me.
battle while looking at pretty flowers?
L plus ratio.
I love Sigurd just fucking wrecks him.
Did
Guy just
Eldigan,
walks up, Sigurd ignores him and just swats him twice on the head and he's dead.
Like a misbehaving cat.
the dialogue in
Yeah.
Pokemon games is so random.
It's because Japan is an insane place.
Sometimes it hits you with something completely out of the left field.
Alright, so just kill every enemy on the map and then seize.
Yep, that was the idea.
That's why I just wait a turn, because it only takes this one extra turn to kill everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I have wonderful news.
Hi.
If I get Dia to play third, I'm gonna play second, doing chapter 1. If Dia can finish chapter 1 after me, it'll probably take 2 sessions, to be honest. Then Egg will have to play the
Yes,
chapter
do
she
that.
hates, chapter 2. That's the one where you have to protect the 3 idiot paladins.
Oh no.
Oh my god, not that again. They keep dying. No matter what I do, they get.
I know, isn't it awful?
I did fine with the
sucks.
3
It
idiot paladins,
sucks.
but I never finished chapter 2.
I love how all I had to do was say the 3 idiot paladins and she knew.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't reading y'all's
I've
comments. Let's
reset
see.
that map so many times.
What are
because
the
they just
rules for
kept
this?
dying.
The rules are we take turns
We
with the
switch
save
off.
file.
We take turns, but it's by the week, not by the chapter.
Mm-hmm. Typically, if you clear kill every
So
last
I am
item,
in charge next week.
Master Knight, Master
Oh,
Race.
we don't want to do it this turn. So you'll lose your chance to have the talk conversation if you seize.
I know. I was going to talk with Ethlyn.
Okay.
Sigurd, oh, you're
Okay,
unharmed.
It's great to see you too, Ethlyn. Thanks so much for coming.
I just want to say also, if Ben went through with my joke of him voicing Ethlyn, he'd be talking to himself right now.
No, I'd be voicing Sigurd.
No, he wouldn't.
No, we'd never give you Sigurd.
Advanced
You can't handle
text,
the
nice.
role.
You can't handle the mullet.
That's true. Only I can handle a mullet. I've had one before.
I just couldn't stay away when I heard of Verdane's attacks. Such a relief to know you're okay.
Oh, come now. Did you really think I was about to lose to Verdane?
I'd heard that Chalfie barely has any soldiers left behind, given that most of the army is away in Isaac. Let's face it, I can't remember the last time we didn't just leap straight into a crisis without thinking. With father away at war, I knew I had to come. Someone has to save you from yourself after all.
Wow, it feels as if I was getting this very lecture only yesterday.
It was only yesterday.
I swear, after Mother passed away, it was you who single-handedly kept us in check. Once you went off to marry Quan, I could have sworn that Father finally had a proper little lady for a daughter. But no, nothing's changed at all. I feel so sorry for Quan.
Haha, women bad.
Sigurd, I'm only what you and father made me. If I'm a fastbot, then it's squarely your fault. Perhaps the two of you hadn't been so unkempt.
Perhaps you're right. Listen, Ethlyn, we might not act like it, but everything you've done means the world to us. I'm so sorry for all the trouble I've always caused you. And thank you so much for coming.
Sigurd. I don't understand this anime and video game thing where people just say the person's name and ellipses. People don't do that IRL, right?
No.
No.
Have, but rarely. It's different though. You don't say their name as they're walking away with a longing look or a bemoaning sigh. It's more like you give it a nagging of, Michael.
That yes, but not in the way that they do it in anime and
But
games.
I think this is probably to some degree a Japanism or a literary trope of theirs.
Maybe. How does Quan and
Anyway,
Deathwind
go kill
showing
that
up
person.
work, by the way?
It
They
depends.
basically came
Is-
from across the continent in one
smug
turn
aura
after hearing
amongst
about
me.
some bandits. Yeah, how did Clan and Deathwind arrive so quickly?
Hey,
Yeah.
efficient road system.
Don't seize just yet.
Something
Doesn't
for
Quan
some.
want to talk too?
True, yeah, true.
Well, to be fair, this map is like
Man,
One
and Dia had
quarter
so
of
much trouble on the
Grandvale.
Path of Radiance prologue.
Shut up.
So, we're still
if
completing
you
this patch.
can-
Completing the Path of Radiance
You
Parallel.
can ride like a bunch of this map in one turn. Surely it wouldn't take that much travel across the continent.
You can tell this is based on Rome because the great roadways. Gia giggled too, but she doesn't understand the joke.
She does.
Do you, Dia?
She's a little bit of a Romaboo. Only a
Yeah.
little bit, though.
I like Rome, it's
What's the
funny.
joke then, Dia?
The
What's the
rounds,
joke then, Dia?
Romans had good rounds.
Okay, good. You knew.
Of course I
Pay
knew
attention in
that.
history class.
That's really so basic, Nazi. You wound me.
He thinks very little of you. He thinks you're a
It's true, I
dum-dum.
do. It's true, I do. Sigurd, glad to see you in one piece.
Quan? What are you?
We heard about the Verdane attack. Couldn't just leave you be. We're here to do what we can.
What about the monster? Aren't your hands full there, keeping an eye on Thracia?
Indeed. That's why Finn is the only knight here with me. The Landsritter are all back at home, under Father's command.
Is that so?
Lanzenritter?
Quan, I'm sorry for pulling you into this mess, too. I know you're...
Sorry? Surely you jest, Sigurd. Don't you recall our old pledge?
Huh?
Come now. How could you forget? All those years ago, when we were students at the Valhalla Academy? You, me, and Eldigan. Dear friends and fiercest rivals in equal measure. Surely recall that night, talking late about our hopes and dreams, and pledging our aid to one another in times of need?
Of course. I remember it well.
Excellent. Now, shall we? With both of us here, what hope could those Vernadite savages possibly have? Never forget, Sigurd. I'm here for you, now and forever. I'll not let you lose to those low lives.
It's how they said low tiers back then.
Also, in typical Fire Emblem fashion, slightly more romantic than Quan's conversation with his actual wife.
That's why you and Ben voiced them. I understand.
Exactly. Good. It's good to see you see the vision too, Egg.
Of course I do.
So we need to find, like, a third buddy in order to join us for Eldigan, huh?
Yeah. I know a guy, but he's nothing like Eldigan. And he also would not know what the fuck to do with these games.
Eldigan...
He's a guy who doesn't play Fire Emblem for the reason that he doesn't like the turn, how you move characters on the map.
That's lame. Anyway, just go seize, and then you'll see how it develops. Several fun things happen, and one annoying thing.
Mm-hmm. Fuck, that's right. That's me.
That's
Yes, it
you.
is.
So you're like corpse there.
That's Medea.
I
Oh, dear.
lived.
Hold on. What happened here?
You, Lord Sigurd?
Are you alright, Medea? Where's Ideen?
I don't know, but Gandalf.
Gandalf. That's all I need to hear. Medea, I'll do all I can to rescue her. You stay here and rest up.
I can't, sir. I've gotta help. I can't stand staying here knowing those thugs still have her. So he just like stood up after being
So,
really wounded and was like, "Yep."
Midir is a
Whatever.
machine gun.
Completely recovered.
So, Medea's kind of bad, but he becomes good if you work on him.
He has pursuit and a cost.
He just likes doubling.
So, there is a unit that is conventionally better in combat you get later, Jamka, at the end of next chapter, who has better
Peggy's
combat in
favorite
every way. But, what'd you say?
That's Peggy's favorite character.
That's a weird choice, but she always had
Yeah,
bad
she
taste.
also built him like with premium fodder and everything in Heroes, and has kept him up to
Interesting.
date since he was added to the game.
Well,
She needs to stop playing Heroes. It's cringe.
Jamka's issue is he doesn't have a
Point
horse.
being,
Exactly.
exactly. Madeira is better because he has a horse, even though Jamka's better in every other way, because movement is the only stat that matters.
Yeah.
What's better? A hero who will never show up, or a dude that's right there? You know the answer.
That's true.
This
Jamka
dude
has
who's
wrist,
right
though.
here, but also a hero.
Jamka is pretty reasonable, I agree, to be honest.
Also, this is gonna be a problem soon. Hopefully, we get a nice, flashy new sword to replace it.
True.
I'm annoyed you can't take those 19 stars off of it, though.
Yeah.
19 stars? Oh, right, because you get more
The
critical
kills.
from a weapon when you kill a bunch with it.
DiMaggio
so
stuffed up, huh? Should have known he was worthless. Prince Gandalf's not gonna like this. Put the bridge back up, boys. We ain't gonna blow it like DiMaggio.
They're gonna blow it.
They're stupid people, just
Hello?
build the bridge
They're
back up.
gonna blow that bridge all night long.
They blew it up and now they build it all over again.
They have spares, Dia. They have the bridge runners come and bring it out.
Okay, those bridge runners were only able to do that because it was literally magic wood.
Lol, ratio.
People have confronted Brando Sando about this before. And they've been like, hey, you can't make a bridge that's sturdy enough for a cavalry charge that human beings can carry. We've done the math. And he's like, well, fuck you, it's magic wood.
Uh-oh, music change. This
His
is also
Majesty
Ben's
asked
character.
me.
That guy.
What do you say?
This is also Ben's character.
Absolutely.
That's got a lot
I-
of characters.
I feel like it ought to be. We could give him to Egg, though, if she's willing to try hard it. Because there is one incredibly fun thing she'd get to do.
Kill you?
Oh, I do like doing fun things.
Yeah, Arvis kills Sigurd.
That's true.
You
Yeah,
can
so
be
are
the
you willing
boy
to try hard it?
princess.
Okay.
Just kills him, barbecues him.
What is it? Just like over the top? Mwahahaha.
No.
No. Arvis is a serious person in a stupid world who always gets in over his head.
Like marriage, he got way over his head.
Oh my god.
Also,
serious voice?
it is my hypothesis, and I stand by this, that this is Robin's ancestor.
Robin's ancestor.
Robin's ancestor?
This is
How?
Robin's direct ancestor.
How?
I mean, the dude got around.
So Arvis has another son. I think it's Sias is his name
Yes,
or whatever.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Who appears in FE5, who is one of the tactician characters. He is so good at tactics that all of his units get plus 30 to hit and avoid.
No.
He is basically unfightable. It's infuriating. Anyway, Sias is the best explanation for why there was any kind of like weird dark blood bullshit that you could make Robin out of in the first place.
Yeah,
There are a
that
few
makes
other
sense.
connections and reasons to hypothesize this, but Arcanea and Yggdrasil are on the same planet, just different continents.
Mhm.
Yes, at different periods of time.
Yes, Yggdrasil is actually the earliest of the Fire Emblem
Yes,
games,
it is, yes.
The
at least
earliest?
on that world.
By a few hundred years it takes place, I think.
We actually don't know. We don't have a
There's
lot of,
There's a rough
How would you-
estimate, apparently, like 150 years.
but there's not the strong evidence is the thing.
Yeah.
How would you connect this
Um,
theory to the experiment in the labyrinth of themes,
So
the creature?
I'm not suggesting that Sias was necessary for Grima. I'm suggesting that Sias was necessary for making an avatar to host Grima after he died. That Robin's line is, made from alchemy from Sias's line in order to have somebody that could host the Fell Dragon. The Grima existed beforehand, but
Yeah.
the avatars probably didn't. The Fell Bloods.
They did not. Definitely not.
There's no evidence that there was something like that in the first Exalt's time, 1,000 years prior. Side note, Arcanite's timeline is super fucked by Awakening. Like,
It is.
the first Exalt is 1,000 years after Marth, and then 1,000 years later is Awakening.
Yep.
And there's like
right.
no technological advancement at all.
Well, Grima destroyed the world, or close to it, so that's okay. You know, they had a desolation. But 1,000 years is a long time. The other thing that's interesting is that the timelines in early Fire Emblem games were very narrow. In this game, the Kingdom of Granvale, instead of like the evil Loptirian Empire, is only 100 years old. This happened in living memory that Lopter was around. There are people who will remember that. Meanwhile, in Marth's time, Henri, the guy who defeated Medius the first time, is just his great uncle.
Yeah, like 50 years or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was only about 50 years or so.
Yeah.
Early Fire Emblem had really narrow timelines. Things happened in living memory.
It's
and-
weird, isn't it?
And in late Fire Emblems, they're like, oh no, this happened so long ago, we can't even remembering anything about the legend that was made out of its corpse.
And yet they remembered Marth.
Of course they remembered Marth. He was like the first femboy.
Proto.
He fanboyed so hard he took over the continent.
He just Marthed so hard.
His power of interpersonal communication allowed him to become the king of the world.
Anyway, I'm gonna quickly look up, see if there's anything I should tell you about Arvis for charactering him, but you should take him. I think it'll be fun.
When His Majesty asked me to observe the battle, I hardly expected to see Chalpy struggle against simple barbarians. No? I don't know.
It should be a
Honestly-
little more regal.
I appreciate that it sounds like he's talking to himself, that you're actually doing that. And Arvis is definitely the sort to talk to himself, to consider
Oh, yeah.
that he is the most important audience.
Definitely red-coded.
Yeah.
I don't actually do that. I almost never talk to myself except to practice voice lines.
Oh.
So you do talk to yourself.
It's different. It's practicing voiceover or prepping lines if I need to have a conversation with somebody that's uncomfortable. It's
I don't
pretty
see a
different.
difference.
There's a very big difference.
Is there, though?
Yes.
You're still talking to yourself, though.
Not really.
Yes, really. It's okay, Ben. We all do it, though.
It's like singing practice. That's not talking to yourself. It's literally vocal work.
Of course not. It's singing.
Anyways.
I was waiting for Ben to just kick me out of the call.
Yeah, that's still
So,
being funny at some
We're just
point.
trying again, but like... Yeah, am I retrying it, but a regaler, whatever that means?
It's
Sure,
Ben's decision,
yeah.
not mine. I don't care.
Do as you will, Egg.
Regaler. I guess...
Use Rosa
I'm trying to
Versailles
think
as an example.
No.
They speak Japanese and bad French sometimes.
What's your point?
Doesn't count.
Also,
I don't
it's
speak
also
that language. I don't know how they're doing it.
Is Arvis
Also-
call everyone mon cher?
that show's also at least half the time dramatically overacted.
Yep.
It's pretty
It's
Incredibly
funny.
very
so, and I
classic
wouldn't have
anime.
it any other way.
I'm gonna get a
Whatever.
pizza.
Okay.
That's
Pizza!
good. Good pizza.
Come to think of it, I don't know what
Yay,
else.
pizza.
We love some za.
Oh, you don't need food.
Tigard. So this is what you've amounted to.
Go
Anyway.
ahead and take a look at Arvis.
Talk to him?
I was already gonna do that.
Arvis is insane.
What?
Oh, he already has Valve
This-
Flame and everything.
This is
Okay.
the reason. This is the reason. This is the reason.
Yeah.
He's also level 25 with 60
Might
HP and
30,
crazy
yeah?
stats before that. He has 30 speed.
It's
Yeah,
might
all
30 and
weapons
also
have 30
increases 10
Also,
much.
look at this fucking bullshit.
Fully resource HP every turn? Damn.
If
Yeah.
a one turn him?
Hope he doesn't keep that.
Okay.
No, this is so you can never kill him.
Wow.
Now press
He
A
doesn't.
and you'll see the crazy thing.
Yeah.
35.
Dun dun dun.
The purple eye in the middle there.
I wonder what
It's
that
glowing.
means.
Oh.
Must not mean anything at all. It's probably a visual glitch. Right, Ben? It's a visual glitch on Arvis's character sheet.
Huh? I was too busy staring into his eyes.
Huh? Also, I got too busy staring into his eyes.
By the way,
Oh.
we never covered the authority stars, did we?
Oh, look at them for a minute. He has 5 because he's a major. He's the Royal Guard commander.
He could use his authority on me any day.
He will.
Oh my.
Oh my.
So you honestly, authority stars are a mechanic, but they're one that you never get to do anything with because it's so passive. You never make decisions based on authority stars ever.
Yeah.
However, here's how they work. Authority bonus is calculated from the commander's possession. It gives hit and avoid calc. Essentially, it's in FE4, the authority sum of the commander -1 times 10. So if you have 1 authority star, doesn't do shit. If you have 5, there's a fuckload. It's very powerful.
Why is it -1?
It's used as coefficient in hit and avoid for the commander, but also it only works for everybody within a 3-tile radius.
Mm-hmm. Which is a pretty big
So
radius.
it's basically charm. So it's like the charm skill.
I'm doing this for a very specific reason.
No, I figured it out. Yeah. Meanwhile, in Thracia, it's what the fuck. In Thracia, it's all of your authority stars times 3, boost hit and avoid. So if you have 10 of them, it's 30 to both, and it's for all units in your faction. So it's map wide. So authority stars in Thracia are ungodly. You're so mean.
Why are you killing the
I'm
queen?
not mean. I'm
Anyway.
not mean at all, man.
I'm trying to use that in Finder without sound. That's not gonna work, is it?
Anyway, if you realize what happened last turn, you'll understand why I'm doing this.
What are you doing? Sorry, I'm playing Pokemon Emerald.
I've been.
Why are you killing Azel?
Why do you think?
His brother's on the map.
Actually, not enough. Let it go, then duties. Okay, have fun, y'all.
I wanted to see if Arvis had any dialogue that would trigger from
No,
Arvis.
they don't have a strong relationship. They're also only half brothers.
I know. I just wanted to see.
Azel, or Azel, I actually super don't care, has a different mother who is not Satan spawn.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't have the purple thing.
Okay, so now I'm gonna have everybody. I know Ben doesn't like giving up control of the map, but I think it's valid in this case.
Let's see when those blind glasses are. This is a common dark type mouse. Well, I don't have any dark type Pokemon, not counting
Paying
Puchina.
this much attention.
Something about attention?
I've been paying too much attention. I think it's time for nap time.
Alright, good night, Ben.
Night bed.
Hi.
My bed.
Wait, what?
He's leaving. To go
Why?
Ben's going nighty. Bye. We don't need him.
Sleepy. He's EB.
We don't need him, Dio.
Now, why would we need Ben?
In
Sucks.
serious,
And then-
sleepy as a joke got old for me so long ago.
I know.
Like, it stopped being funny to use it because it was annoying, like, nearly half a year ago. It confuses me, we still do it.
When it's just egg, really.
No, Egg does it more than everybody else, but other people do it.
I
That's
always assumed
so
it started because
many
Egg accidentally misspelled
villains.
sleepy, and then decided to
No.
double down on it.
It's not that I accidentally misspelled it, it's like a thing.
Oh no, I know. I fully well know that.
Oh, okay.
Parallax backgrounds. So cool.
Man, look at all these enemies for Sigurd to kill.
Oh, I just read something that really grosses me out, and now I'm not okay. Oh.
So Lex. And Azel.
You should, like, kill those people, I think.
True.
Trust me, Dia, I will.
He's gonna
Why are you
Sigurd
using
all
a
over
lamp?
them.
Why would you
Because
ever do that?
because the sword would break.
Question about the steel sword. He's gonna get the silver sword right now.
Besides, what are you talking about? He has the sword equipped.
Fair. You
I
can just...
love FE4 abuse. It's so funny. FE4
FE4
Kanto
Kanto
is the strongest thing
is... it's so funny. Oh yeah, I remember
ever. I'm
what I
pretty
wanted
sure
to
that
say.
FE4
When you talked about promotion being on 20 but now resetting the level, you just go up to 30. I wanted to say that was one of my initial ideas for Witch of Mauve, for us to adopt that system for promotions.
So my idea as a kid, when I was thinking about making like a ROM hack or an FE game, I don't know if you can actually do anything like that in SRPG Studio. I think you probably can't, but my pitch was that for branching promotions, the way that it worked is that you got to promote twice, once by item and once by level, and the order in which you did them determined what your final class was, and that was how your branching promotion worked. So whether you did your promotion at level 20 or level 10 by item, or whether you waited until you were 20 and then promoted again by item.
I think you can do that in SRPG Studio.
That was like the thing that I thought would be cool as a little kid, that, you know, you essentially, whether you chose to wait or promote immediately determined your final class. You could either take the immediate gain or the long-term gain, like not evolving your mudkip until it gets Hydro Pup.
Yeah, you know what? When I look at it, there is definitely a possibility for that. It would be pretty easy even to program that.
So interestingly, Mudkip actually can learn Hydro Pump, but Marshtomp and Swampert can't. This is a weird Gen 3 thing.
I'm gonna laugh when 3% hits.
What makes this particularly interesting is that Hydro Pump is actually competitively very common on Swampert. So in theory, there have been like a lot of level 50 Mudkips.
Wait, you have to get Mudkip to level 50 to get Hydro Pump?
Yeah, Gen 3
No.
movesets and learn sets are fucked.
Gen 4 is when learn sets start to get easy, but you actually get Hydro Pump at 42. I do know this one off the top of my head.
Okay, but does Marshtomp get Hydro Pump, or did I miss here?
Nope.
Never.
Only
Never.
Mudkip.
And Swampert either?
Never. Never.
So I just am fucked for water type now?
The standard moves that you'll see for Swampert in Gen 3 competitive are Ice Beam, Earthquake, Surf, Hydro Pump, Protect, Roar, Focus Punch.
Oh, interesting.
That's more
I think that's about it. Oh, and Toxic.
I
Those are the
guess
ones.
Surf is good.
Oh no!
Meteors.
Oh! Argus is participating? Huh,
Yeah.
I never got to that. I will just talk to him
Argus could
immediately.
kill God.
He really just doesn't want to chat, huh?
Yeah, not even a talk conversation with the bros.
I wouldn't want to talk with Azel either.
He's kind of mid.
He goes, who are you again?
Mid Zel.
as well.
Now, remind me if I'm correct. They're all supposed to go here, right? They're all trying to rush for the castle?
I mean,
I think they're
they're
trying to
gonna
kill
try to
you.
kill you, but they also like the castle if it's available.
Well, if they were trying to kill me, they would have tried to talk to, try to attack Sigurd more. But they all just waited.
Wow, there's a lot
In
of
part because some of them
archers.
have 0 hit rate against him, so they won't attack.
Yeah.
Alright, get your silver sword.
Yep.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot that was me. I gotta sit up. It's been a long time, Master Sigurd.
Alright, tone it down.
So what, just like, it has been a long time, Master Sigurd.
Yeah, he feels he's very much in control here. This isn't a battlefield. He is just taking a walk.
Alright.
Lord Arvis, why are you...
His Majesty is concerned with the crisis here, and he bade me to come and observe. He also entrusted me with this, a gift for you.
This is a silver sword. A gift from His Majesty. Oh, what an honor. Lord Arvis, be sure to pass my deepest gratitude for this on to the king.
Very well. Incidentally, Sigurd, rumor had my brother Azel is among your forces. I presume this is true?
So yeah, I think the dialogue does change if he's dead in this situation, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It might,
Was
yeah.
among your forces.
Was.
Sorry about that. It sounded as if he came behind your back, but I couldn't turn him away.
Azel's pronouns there would have been is, was.
If at all possible, would you mind if you remain for me a little while longer?
I see. So long as you keep him safe, then. He and I may have different mothers, but Azel is still my only brother. I'd prefer if you remained by my side, but perhaps this is how it must be. I'll entrust Azel to you, Sigurd. Be sure that he learns from this experience.
Leave it to me, Lord Arvis.
It's good to hear it. Now, I must return to His Majesty's side in the capital. I'm entrusting this crisis to you, Sigurd. Man, what a bitch.
I know. So, I mean, he's not offering to fight, but he actually isn't supposed to. But it's more like, hey, why?
Yeah.
Bitch. Arvis is actually a very interesting character.
I'll
But
take your
there's-
word for it if you won't
Are there
elaborate.
any Pokemon other than Wismore in the tunnel? I've not encountered
No,
anything
It's
else.
Whisper Cave. It's literally Whisper
Fuck.
Cave.
Fuck. Because I got Wismore as my encounter in a
it's-
different route already. That's unfortunate.
Well, sucks to be you, low tier. It's actually called Rusturf Tunnel.
Yeah.
It's also nicknamed Whisper Cave.
Yes, it is. I know, but Nuzzy said a thing, so I had to remind the world that Nuzzy is wrong.
Uh-huh.
He dared say something.
I have to let him be correct over me at least once a day, otherwise his brain will explode.
Of course, that makes sense, yeah.
Bucketly ball.
It's a spirit.
Ball.
Anyway, I actually need to field something for a little bit. You guys cool if I vanish for just a bit?
Sure.
This
We
part
won't even
isn't very
notice you're gone.
interesting. It's just slowly picking apart a stupid enemy force. I would hit and run personally
That's what I'm
and
doing.
choose
Yeah.
like places to defend, but
God, I hate that
What
guy.
I'm doing, yeah. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, finally, bro. Oh my god, that guy, man. Ooh.
So anyway, yeah, this is very stupid.
I really don't like this prologue either, I think. It just feels like... Because it
Oh
gives you a
no,
lot,
that's
and it
opinions.
doesn't feel
They're
like
infecting you.
Okay, listen, it's not my fault that he's right sometimes. It's just that they give you, like, so much to do, but, like, not really many
Yeah,
good
not enough to do
tools.
with it.
Yeah. Like, it's not interesting, you just kind of, you know, it's like default emblem at this point.
Default emblem, my favorite kind of fire emblem.
Yep. Where you just default and do the normal boring strategies to win.
You just kinda
Yeah,
kill
wait, I have
things.
leftovers. I'm gonna go grab them real quick.
Damn, everyone
Yeah,
is getting
exactly. You
food.
just show up,
Probably
Them just
sword,
there to
playing
leave
Pokemon.
for
show
alive.
up, swing sword, leave. Yo. So thank you for taking the hit doing the
Ben
boring
literally hates this so much.
It's fine if I go to
Peaced
the
out.
bathroom while Nazi handles this right. You will handle my stream, right, Nazi?
Yeah, go right ahead,
and
yeah. Good. I love to talk to myself.
Yeah,
'Cause I'll be gone
For
like
fun.
2 seconds. I just need my left.
entertain the zero
Like I said, I love
viewers.
talking to myself. No worries.
Okay, bye, Nez.
Bye. All right. Fuck it, we ball. Good luck, Noish. Oh, okay. Doing exactly the thing I wanted to happen.
Oh yeah, leftovers.
They're attacking the woman. Misogyny
Damn. They
confirmed.
Be doing that. Oh. But didn't they notice how beautiful women are? Why are they doing that?
Because women are tools of war.
Wow. Wow.
Would you
Okay,
rather they just
man.
be objects or collectibles? Because Ben would say that if he were here.
He would. He absolutely would.
Also, if the silver sword could be equipped to Sigurd, he would have one-rounded that guy.
Oh, probably. Dude,
He
it's so
would've.
ridiculous that he gets a silver sword literally chapter the first one that he's in.
Right? Juan. So reset for Quan. Yeah.
Yeah. You saved kind of often. It's probably not that bad.
Yeah. Now I have a little bit of a better understanding of how they're going to be forming.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, that guy attacked. Oh, he can just respond. Okay. I get it now. Ooh. 24, 16. That will not be a kill.
I get the feeling I'll actually be so slow at this because I'm just so bad at math. I'll be sitting there second guessing myself while Ben's just there like, go!